If you're not paying attention to what's going on in the world, you know we're in the last days. Never in your life did you think you have to wear a mask just to go get something to eat with your family.
Right.
Never in your life did you think you have to take something in your shoulder to stop you from getting a worldwide disease that's killing millions of people. You never thought you'd see that in your lifetime, right? You never thought you'd see in your lifetime young black men just walking up on one another and shooting each other dead and then making a song about it afterwards. You never thought you'd see us get to where we are today in this world, get to where we are today. And I don't mean to offend anyone, but I got to speak what the word of God says. You never thought you'd see two men be able to get married and adopt a young boy child. You never thought you'd see that in your life.
All right, Shalom, this is Gamal Ayala. I have great news to Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that push out this truth and sincerity. All right, now you just saw a clip from video IUIC. It says Providence Baptist Church invites IUIC to share the truth of the gospel. All right, and as you see, I don't know if this individual who's with IU, the one that's speaking, but basically the title of this lesson is going to be entitled "Politically Correct Israelites." And well, first off, let me say, he actually does do pretty good edification in this speech. He goes into a lot of Russian icons and different things, and just good information. All right, but he also said a statement that stood out to me, which it's. I'll just go into it. He said, "I don't mean to offend anyone, but you never thought, basically, that homosexuals would be able to get married and adopt a child." Like I said, it sparked me to do this lesson because you have a lot of politically correct Israelites. All right, now, the reason he said that, I don't mean to offend anyone. The reason why he said that is because he realizes his setting. Okay, he knows he's in a church. He knows that he's probably amongst homosexuals or individuals that are related to homosexuals, or that like I said, he doesn't want to lose his crowd. All right, but there's an issue with that because, hey, the truth got to come out raw. Okay, you don't gotta say, you shouldn't have to put that disclaimer, "Oh, I don't mean to offend anyone." Well, hell, if he should have just said, "But I gotta speak the word of God." Well, he should have just left that part out. He should have just said, you never would have thought that homosexuals would be able to do that. That's the word of God. You shouldn't have to put that, "I don't mean to offend anyone." Just whether it offends someone or whether it doesn't, that's on them. But it's still the word of God, all right, which these Christians claim to follow. Okay. But like I said, I just wanted to do a lesson on that because we know IUIC, they're always full of new antics. They're always full of just new things. This guy's edifying to a church with a bunch of Christians who aren't gonna get it, basically. All right, so this is let's get Proverbs 27:5. It says, "Open rebuke is better than secret love." All right, so that's better. All right, it's better to openly rebuke somebody, okay, than to try to sugarcoat. Okay, it's better to just openly rebuke them. If they, just speak your mind. In other words, say what you got to say. Open rebuke. All you have to do is say, "Look, homosexuality is wrong," and that's the case. So you don't gotta, when you speaking when you speak in the Lord's word, you don't gotta be politically correct. All right, you don't gotta, you know what I'm saying, put out disclaimers. Well, I don't want to offend you, but you know, this and this and that. You don't gotta do that. All right, just say it like it is. You know, that's open rebuke. All right, and if they're wrong, you know, whether if they're wrong, you know, then that's on them. That's why you read Ezekiel 33. It says, you know, basically, um, if they hear you and they don't turn back, then the blood is on their head. I'm sorry. If they don't hear you and they don't turn back, then your warning, it falls on them. But on the flip side, if they do hear you and they turn away from their sin, you know, then that's good. Okay, that's a good thing. All right. This is Matthew 11 and 5. It says, "The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk, and lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them." It says, "And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me." Okay? So it says, "Blessed is he who's not offended in me." All right, so you're blessed if you're not offended in YAHAWASHI. Okay? If you're not offended in the gospel. All right, because, you know, ultimately, like the scriptures say, or Yahushua said, "My sheep hear my voice." Okay, so and that's the issue. That's the thing about IUIC is you're wasting your time trying to go in these churches and wake up Jake. These Christians are lost, man. You know. Uh, let me get this one. Uh, Hold on. Find it. Yeah, this is oh man, I can't quite find it, but basically, Lord willing, if a brother could find it on the comment boards, but basically, it's like let them that are blind or them that are lost be lost still. Maybe it's blind. Anyway, yeah, it's like let them that are lost be lost still. Okay, so in other words, you don't waste your time with these people. It's like talking to a brick wall. All right, these Christians, like, you know, I don't know whether they got invited to this particular church or, you know, whether they, but I mean, IUIC is basically a church anyway. You know, they're all under the 501c3 charter anyway. You know, so you know they basically like a church with an Israelite twist. You know, Baptist church, basically an Israelite Baptist church. That's basically what IUIC is. You know, so you know, but like I said, the point being is you don't got to put out disclaimers. You don't got to be politically correct and say I don't mean to offend anybody. You know, just say it. Just because you're in a church and you know the nigga woman all in there, and you know probably other homosexuals in there, lesbians in there. Now you feel like you don't want to offend nobody. Well, hell, the truth is the truth. Call it like it is. Call a spade a spade. It says First Peter 2:1. Wherefore, laying aside, matter of fact, that's not what I want. This is 1 Peter 2:7. Unto you, therefore, which believe, he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner. It says, a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. All right, so this word is a stumbling block. All right, so the rock of offense, so even to them which stumble at the word. All right, so those that are disobedient, they stumble at the word. All right, so when you understand that, all right, you don't gotta, like I said, you could just call it straight. All right, if you're wasting your time in those churches, you know, there's no point in us. We're not in the times of being politically correct. All right, and trying to, appease to appeal to, because that's all you're doing really is, trying to how do I say soften it up, trying to soften the blow to them. All you're doing is trying to appease, appeal to homosexual. I don't mean to offend you, but it's wrong. Well, no, just say it, man. If it offends them, it offends them. So, that's that. Lord willing, you are edified. I'm going to end off by giving all praises to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKUDASH, that belongs to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom.